How many of you been blessed so far tonight? Hallelujah. Come on, how many of you been blessed so far tonight? Amen. Amen. Bless the Lord. Come on, we thank God for the praise and worship team. I was blessed by the testimony. Amen. I was blessed by the words of encouragement. I was blessed just by the music and the flowing of God's presence tonight. Let's thank God for the musicians tonight. Amen. And we thank God for the shepherds of the house. We thank God for happy hours. Amen. Just love them. And we just thank God for all that you're doing and all that God has anointed your hands to do. And so we just thank God for you. Now, I'm just honored to be here tonight with you. Amen. And we thank God tonight for Pastor James, Dr. James, amen, and all that he's doing. He's doing a whole bunch of things. I see him on Facebook all the time. I keep up with a lot of people on Facebook. Facebook is a blessing and a curse, isn't it? I'm telling you, for the preacher, for the true preachers, those with some sense, Facebook is good for us. You know, I always tell people they act like the demon is in the social media. I said, no, it's the one clicking the buttons. Come on now, because it is a blessing. It allows you to minister in a greater audience, in a greater, you know, I get to see people and reach people and connect with people that I have not seen in years. There's a young lady that I took into my home about, I know it was 25 years ago. I got kicked out of the military, pregnant, caught up in an adulterous affair. Got pregnant in the military, kicked her out because of who he was in the military. And just stumbled in our church, 5 months pregnant. I was young myself. I didn't know what to do, but I couldn't figure out why the people was going to let the girl stay homeless. Come on now, see, I still have a problem with the church shouting, but we don't support it. Okay, come on, y'all gonna talk back to me? I still have a problem with that because I found out that, you know, my shouting didn't get nobody free. Me running around speaking in tongues didn't help a soul. Come on, somebody in here. Me running around and just jumping over chairs and running around high-fiving my neighbor didn't get anybody free. Didn't heal nobody. Didn't help nobody. And what I found out is the church, we love ministering to the spirit man, but we do nothing to the natural man. Come on now, because the natural man calls you to get out of your spirit and operate sometime in your flesh. Come on now, because your money may not be sanctified. Oh, y'all ain't going to say nothing right here. So you going to have to get out. See, people need your money. We always want to operate in our faith, and I'm not talking about what the woman of God was talking about, because we need that too. But I'm talking about sometimes people need your cash. And I was a young woman, and I'll never forget this, and I'm going to my word tonight. This young woman stumbled into our church. We're having this regular little service, we're not nobody there. You know, regular night, folk don't come to church. If you sit in their seat on Sunday morning, you got a problem. They don't care who sit in their seat on Bible study. Come on now, their seat is only sacred on Sunday morning. And so, it was but a few people that I'll never forget. This young lady walked into the church, had on like a jumpsuit, pregnant, 5 months pregnant. And I'm young. Just, you know, I've been married a couple of years, so I didn't have no whole bunch of money. I didn't have no whole bunch of discernment. But I just saw this young woman come into the church, and I saw her talk to a couple of people, and because I had a nosy spirit and still got it, so it ain't gone. God ain't delivered me from the spirit. I mean, I'm just nosy. So I wanted to know what was up with her. What's she doing? I could tell she was young and tell she was looking like she was looking, and I just wanted to know, and so I just got a little closer so I could hear it. And as I began to hear her situation, I knew that I had to do something, and yet I didn't even know what that something was. I didn't even know what that something was going to cost me. And so I remember just talking with the young lady, and I was like, well, you're just going to come home with me. Come on. I didn't know what my husband was going to say. I just felt like I had just brought a stray puppy home that was about to get hit by a semi-truck, and I had to do something. And I brought her home, and come to find out she was a pastor's daughter, not on good terms with her family because of the situation. I took this girl into my home. I bought her all baby stuff that she needed. Everything that she needed, I bought it, but gave her a room in my house. I even went in to help her deliver the baby. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that I could not leave her like she was. And sometimes you don't have to know everything. Come on now. You don't have to know everything. You don't need a degree to help. So let me try somebody on this side. with you. You don't need all the degrees to help people. You don't even have to know the whole scripture. Come on. You don't even have to know the whole Bible. All you need to know is somebody's in trouble. And I went in with her. I'm telling this story to help somebody. I went in with her. She delivered the baby. Had the baby. I kept her. She stayed in my home some more months. And I only had just a few rules for her. You know, the only rules I had was, you don't mess with my husband. Come on. Because I'm going to kill you and him. And we're going to just deal with her. I'm going to get him too. Because I was young and didn't know much. And I said, you have anything else that I have in my house. Anything that you need. They gave her whatever she needed. And I enjoyed her company. And I said, so the only thing is you can't bring men into my home. Because my husband was working nights at that time. I said, so you can't bring them in my house. But you can see who you want to see. If you grown, do what you want to do. Take them in my house. So that worked out well for a while. And I know the young lady being young and whatever. And I was young too. And so that didn't work too well after a couple of months, because you're going to bring somebody in. Now, well, I already told you, when we let you go, it's like, so I said, this not working. So I got in touch with her parents. And I said, look, somebody going to have to mend somewhere. Somebody going to have to forgive somebody. Because you're going to have to move on. And so I said, so got in touch with her family, whatever, and talked to her dad. And the dad, you know, worked that thing out. And she went on back to her place. And I lost track of her. Never saw her again. And I have wondered for years what happened to her. I wanted to know, did she turn out all right? I wanted to know how was her life. I wanted to know what happened to the baby. How's the baby doing? All of that. Here I am doing Facebook Live. Come on. And a young lady commented under the bottom, do you remember me? It's been a little over 20 years. Jesus. I'm the girl that you took in that night. Come on now. I'm the girl that you showed the love when I was at the lowest of my life. And then she went on to say, and I lost it. She said, I just want you to know the impact that you made in my life. I've been looking for you to tell you. But didn't know how to, I just couldn't connect, couldn't find you, didn't know where, because I'm not living in the same place where I was either. And so she said, the baby now is grown and in the military. She said, but that's not the kicker. The kicker is, I want you to know, I've been trying to find you to tell you that what you spoke over my life made a difference, and the love that you did. She said, I'm now saved. Come on now. My husband is saved. Come on, somebody. I now have other children. And I just want you to know, if there's nobody else that you ever helped in your life. Come on, be seated. See, sometimes you don't know who you're helping. And just because people are low, and what some people call low down and out, come on, I don't care who you, come on now. I don't care what people say. People are saying, well, don't help them. Some people say, well, they ain't no good, and daddy wasn't no good. But none of us wasn't no good. But God looked beyond our fault. Somebody got to help you when you're down. That's why I don't like people calling and talking to me now. That, you know, they just want to know Dr. K-Part, but Dr. K-Part didn't help the girl. It was Yvonne that helped her. Oh, y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Come on now. So people that want to connect with me now, I don't care much for them, because I want them to know the real me. The real me ain't the one you see in the pulpit. Anybody can preach and do all of this. The real me is the one that nobody sees, that want to have a heart for the people. To help somebody while they down and out. Pick somebody up in your nice car. I'm preaching already. That a girl got in my prayer line one time. She got in the prayer line. She said, well, God, I want you to pray. God, help me get a car. I want to get a car so I can come to church and do things. I said, oh, girl, that's done deal. God, I can be in the car with her bad credit. In Jesus' name. Not a few minutes later, she got her car, and I'll never forget this. And then I said, a couple of weeks later, she got her car, a nice car. And I said, you know, baby, can you pick somebody up to church for me? Another young girl I wanted to help. I said, can you go, she live in your area, can you pick her up and bring her to church, her and the little kids, and come on to church. And she's like, I can't do that. You got all the little cheering. I don't want them in my car. Can't the van get them? I said, okay, no problem. You know, got somebody else to get the children, the woman and her children. And then a couple of weeks passed by. I said, baby, where your car? Hey, where you come? You know, your nice car. I wasn't being facetious. I was just didn't know where the car was. And you know, the car got repossessed. Let me tell you something. God don't bless you to bless you. Oh, see, y'all miss what I just said. God has never given me anything just to bless me. He's given me what I have to be a blessing. See, we missed that part of Abraham's promise. I'm going to bless you and make your name great. And I'm going to bless you so that you can be a blessing. The church has been in the line to receive so long, they forgot there's another line. How many cars you need? How many new clothes you need? Come on now. How many more rooms you need in your house? So the Lord, if you don't ever give me another car, I don't want a car. I want a car lot. So I can give some cars away. Come on now, I've given 12 cars away over the course of my ministry. Come on, I just laying hands on folks that God bless them. He said, that ain't how it works. There are no cars in heaven. But you praying God bless them to get a car so they can go to work. The church don't understand the kingdom. I'm just praying, God bless him with a car. And he was like, well, you got some funds. That's right. Take him to the car lot. Oh, come on, somebody in here. You know, we talk big faith until our faith has to be activated. You want a stranger to come and build a house. Come on now. When God has blessed you. That's right. God, I'm preaching to somebody. And that is what, that has been the driving force of my ministry for years. Not all this other stuff. I could care less about a platform. I could care less about a television program. I could care less. Because none of that stuff is going to get you in the kingdom. Come on now. On Judgment Day, he won't know who you help. Come on now. And it ain't all of who you got saved. Okay, let me tell y'all how Jesus operated. See, us preachers are sneaky. We just want to get people saved. But let me show you the principle of Jesus Christ. And it's going to bless y'all and move into my sermon. See, what the Lord showed me was, okay, you want to be an example. You want to follow the principle that Jesus had. Let's just do what he do if you want to follow and get the same result. Jesus didn't preach to the people first. Come on. He said, let me get y'all, let's multiply these little fish, these little bread, because they're not going to hear nothing spiritually if they hungry physically. So let me help your physical needs so you can handle what I'm getting ready to give you spiritual. Come on now. You want me to holler at the sermon when I done got beat up at the house. Come on, somebody up in here. You want me to hear what you preaching, but I done had to walk to church. Now you want to understand why I don't want to work in the church. It ain't that I'm being mean. It's that I got a physical need that I can't handle the spiritual side. He said, let me feed these people. Let me give them a little something. So that I can hold your attention when I get ready to drop the word in your spirit. Come on now. And I take them to the church. I'm known to get these little sermonettes. Then I go to my sermon, I'm still going to be short. I am very discouraged with the church right now. The church, I'm just upset with the church. Because the world will beat us doing a GoFundMe program. Come on now. And I asked the Lord, just come in here today, this afternoon. I said, God, how can a secular concert be sold out after being posted 30 minutes? And we got to spend all year to get the members to spend $25. Come on, y'all ain't saying nothing. $25 on our annual program. Come on now, when you already knew the annual program was coming. But let a secular somebody post something and 30 minutes they come back saying it's sold out. You know what the Lord said to me? He said, because we put our money and our focus on where our passion is. Our passion is not on our purpose. You're not hearing me right there. Because whatever your passion is, whatever your purpose is, that's where your seed will follow. That's where you'll plant. Come on, somebody up in here. That's where you'll plant. Nobody will have to call you and ask you nothing where that's your passion. My passion is to preach the gospel. My passion is to help people. So nobody has to beg me to help. I'm dreaming of ways I can be a blessing. Come on, somebody up in here. Well, if I get $1, I want to share 50 cents with somebody. God bless us with $1 million. Our testimony is, woo, the Lord done blessed me with $1 million. Hallelujah. And you thinking of ways where you going to spend it on yourself. My God. Wow. That is not the principle of God. If God blesses you with something, then he trusted you to be the distributing center. Y'all, you can invest some, yes, so that you can have increase of seed. But if he blessed you with it, it was for you to come. Why? Because he trusted you to have enough wisdom on know where to give it. Come on, somebody up in here. Trust you with enough. If God ever bless you with anything great like that, it's because he can trust you with it. Now we go eat up our seed, we eat up our harvest. Okay, that didn't do much to help nobody, but I'm just saying what I'm saying. Go ahead. I just want to see the church in my time. Now there are some churches that are doing it, but it's not the masses. That we should be, the church should be the place where a single mother can go to get everything she needs. Her counseling, her groceries. Come on now, some mentorship. But now I have young women say, I can't leave my children with the church. Wow. And that may be that's a true statement. Because now they get messed up in the church. Come on, somebody up in here. And what do I mean by that? Now we're abusing them when people should be able to trust us. We should be able to say to a single mother, you gonna take a night off, go somewhere and get a little break so you can get your mind straight, so that you can have a little bit more patience to deal with these children, because children can be difficult. So you can trust me with your kids, and you go over there and take care of yourself. Because I'd rather you have a night to yourself than have to spend 20 years in prison because you done killed one of these children. Come on, somebody. So now the church will always come to the rally after somebody done messed up. But where were you when I was tripling? Where were you tripling? Where were you when I was stumbling? And said, you gonna show up when I fall. But where were you prophetic? Y'all want to come up to the rally when I'm sitting before the judge. But where were you when I was crying all night contemplating whether or not I was going to kill somebody? You hearing me right there? That is the responsibility of the church. Not to raise money to build all these buildings. Come on now. I know I'm supposed to help build the church. But every now and then the church ought to at least build a house for somebody. Come on, somebody up in here. I know we're supposed to add another wing on the church because we need bigger buildings in the church. But when is the church going to rise up and say, you know what? We're going to build Joanne and her 8 kids a house. Come on, somebody. We're going to give you the keys debt free. Why? Because we're going to show your kids what real love is. That they'll never have to go to a drug dealer or a sugar daddy. Come on, somebody. Looking for a better life. Come on, somebody up in here. We're going to show you that the church is going to give you the life that you desire. Come on now. Okay. I know kids wearing these Jordans and these expensive shoes, and no, I'm not an advocate for the expensive shoes, but I got 4 grandchildren that like them expensive shoes. But you know what? I would rather tell them, okay, look, you do this in school, put up your grades, do this and that. We're going to get you a $100 pair of Jordans. I'd rather them do that than to have to turn tricks and sell some dope to get it. Come on, somebody. Or go steal them out the store and wind up 10 years in prison over some dumb $100 shoes. Get your Bible. That ain't cost nobody nothing. When we get our focus and say, God, help me get an idea. Help me get me 2 kids, two young ladies together, and I'm going to mentor them too. You don't have to have a whole row. You know, nobody's asking you to get a whole house full. Just start with one. Just find you one somebody and say, I'm going to make sure that this boy right here don't go to prison. I'm going to make sure this one. Now, I don't have enough money nor time for the whole neighborhood, but I'm going to make sure that Leroy don't wind up like his daddy. I'm going to pray his daddy out of prison, but I'm going to make sure that he don't get there. So that means I got to spend time with him. That means I got to find out what he likes. I got to find out how his mind works. I got to find out if he's having problems in school and his mama's single. I got to find out how to reach him. Most of us all you got to do is figure it out. Ask the Lord to help you. Everybody got a way. That's how the world is smart. The world quickly find out what they like, and that's what the world give you. Come on, somebody up in here. The church doesn't want to preach to you, but the world want to find what you like. What you like, baby? What you want, baby? You like that dress, baby? And you think you just getting the dress. Come on, somebody up in here. And you don't know instead of him just buying a dress to put on your body, that dress means I bought your body. Come on, let me find me somebody on this side. But the church ought to have enough discernment
That's good.
Okay. One Acts, what y'all invited me here for, was to preach the word. That'd be on my soapbox. My soapbox, I can stay all day on my little soapbox. Amen. But if you don't think of hear anything else I say tonight, now my message tonight isn't that long because it's not that long. But if you don't remember anything else I say tonight, I pray tonight that I sowed the seed in your spirit to be a helper to somebody. Yeah. If you change your prayer life and stop praying that God help you pay your light bill. Change your prayer life. Say, God, make me somebody's blessing. And while you're over there paying somebody else's light bill, while you're over there helping somebody else's children, God's going to do it for you. Because there's no way God's going to let you do it for somebody else and he don't do it for you. Acts, the 14th chapter. I'm almost done with this soapbox. Give me 30 minutes and I'm going to be done. Acts the 14th chapter and the 19th verse. And there came thither certain Jews from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul, drew him out of the city, supposing he had been dead. Howbeit, after the disciples stood around about him, he rose up and came into the city. And the next day he departed with Barnabas to Derbe. I'm going to stop right there. Tonight, I'm just going to teach just for the next 30 minutes here to someone. I came tonight really to encourage you. I did not come here tonight to show you what a powerful preacher I am. Amen. That doesn't mean anything. I've seen powerful preachers preach powerful words. They just ain't living nothing, so that don't impress me. You know, I didn't come here tonight to show you all the revelation of the word of God. I've seen great revelation. You know, people preach that and still don't live nothing. So I'm not here for all of that. I just want to just say something because tonight I want to encourage somebody in this house tonight that you're getting ready to step into a new season. Okay, let's rewind that and start that again. You are getting ready to step into a new season. And simply being the season that I just felt the Holy Ghost of that. Simply the reason why you're going to step into a new season is because of how the devil tried to kill you in your last season. Come on, somebody in here. See, the devil is not messing with people that he already controlling. The devil ain't even thinking about you. He's not even bothering you. Matter of fact, he gonna support you. But the enemy wants those that he can't control. He wants those that he can't figure out how in the world, after all that you've been through, you still got the nerve to preach the gospel. Out of everybody that's done lied on you, you still got the nerve to stand on the truth. I'm trying my best to figure out what is it going to take to get you to shut your mouth. What is it going to take to get you to throw in the towel? What is it going to take? I did everything I could to destroy your reputation, and you still showing your face. Be seated. So tonight I want to just talk to you from the topic real quickly here for the next few minutes. I want to talk to you tonight from the topic of battered but not shattered. Because tonight I want to talk to some people that are not ashamed to say I've been battered, but you have never seen me shattered. Come on, somebody up in here. Shattered means I'm in all kinds of pieces. Battered means I've got some bruises, I've got some bumps. Come on, somebody. I've been cast aside a little bit. You can look at me and tell that every day hadn't been good. Come on, somebody. But I learned, like the song say, I've learned to allow my good days to outweigh my bad days. Therefore, I've learned not to complain. Come on, who I came to talk to tonight? That I've been battered, but not shattered. The next few seconds here, I want to talk to somebody. Young lady, I'm going to need you in about the last 5 minutes of this sermon, because I want them to hear this message, and we're going to send them up in a praise. Listen, the Lord wants me to just tell somebody here tonight that he is getting ready to use you like you haven't even dreamt about being used like this. Yeah. Y'all ain't saying nothing right there. Yeah. You haven't even thought about being used like God's getting ready to use you. Why? Because you don't even believe. You can't even see yourself like God. Oh. You're not hearing me tonight. You can't even see yourself that way. Why? Because you're looking at everybody else. Who God gonna use them? You can see the glory on them, but you can't see it on yourself. Oh, y'all ain't saying nothing right there. You can see yourself. You can see other people that God is getting ready to use. But God said, you are the one that I'm getting ready to use. The only reason you've been hit and persecuted is because of the fact the devil can't get you to quit. I'm not talking about those that get their feelings hurt in church and we don't see them no more for about 6 months. But I'm talking to them people that have had your heart ripped out of your chest, but you're still able to love people. I'm talking about those people that you still got the knife in your back and God's still allowing you to love them face to face. Come on, somebody up in here. I came tonight to talk to those of you that know that if it had not been for God, this thing is not easy. It's not easy to love people that's killing you. It's not easy to love people that's rejected you. It's not easy. If you make it look easy. Be seated, please. This is what he said to me. Here's Paul. Here's Paul. Preach the gospel. Now watch this now. You will always know when the enemy is getting ready to take you out. The enemy does not care what you do in church. Hear me and hear me good. The enemy is not impressed with your busy work, your busy assignment, and your important looking self. He could care less about you looking important. He could care less about you being on everybody's committee. He could care less about all the things that you do. As long as none of what you are doing is the one thing God created you to do. The moment you step into your ultimate assignment, that's when the devil said, I'm getting ready to take you out now. But it was all right as long as you were leading praise and worship because you ain't anointed to sing. So it was okay as long as you were up there singing, but you ain't anointed. It was okay as long as you was on the music, but as long as you weren't anointed to play. You was just over there because they need something. They need a little noise every now and then. But the moment you stood up and began to prophesy, y'all ain't saying nothing. And the prophetic is what you were created to do. And the moment you open up your mouth, you ain't got to do all of the trauma stuff. You ain't got to do all of the fleshly stuff. But the moment you open up your mouth and say, thus saith the Lord, then the devil said, we got to take you out now. Come on, somebody. And that's why you are all upset. After you've been working 10 years and everybody liked you. They liked you because you weren't being you. You didn't hear what I just said. I said they liked you because you weren't being you. Because the moment you begin to be who God created you to be, then people are not going to like you. They like who they have forced you to be, and they like who they like you to be. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. People will like who they like for you to be, but the moment you say, I'm going to do what God say do, then all of a sudden you get the rejected notice. You get the rejected letter. You get the letter that says, oh, we didn't know. We made a mistake. Be seated, please. We've got somebody else now. We've got somebody else now. We don't need you. I came tonight to talk to those individuals that you just entered. You just came out of a hard season. Oh, you ain't gonna talk back to me right there. You ain't gonna talk back to me. I see that thing in your head. I can tell you got dropped on your head. Come on, somebody up in here. I can tell. See, anybody else that's been dropped, we know other packages that's been dropped. Come on, somebody up in here. Because we got a little dent on this side. Come on, somebody. We got a little hit on that side. Come on, somebody. But I can still tell all the drop people, we don't need no cheerleaders. Come on, somebody. Because drop people got their own cheering section. Come on, somebody. Because drop people don't get no amens. Drop people don't get no encouragement. You got to learn how to encourage yourself. Why? Because your best friend already lied on you. Come on, somebody up in here. People that you help have already hurt you. But you picked yourself up and said, I forgot I live. Be seated, please. I'm almost done. Here's Paul. Paul began to preach the gospel. Now let me tell you when you're getting ready. See this junk I hear people hollering by. They so and so hate me. You don't even know what hate is. They hate me because I look cute. They hate me because I drive this. They hate me because I got a degree. Do you not know that those are not spiritual things? The enemy is not wasting a demon to come after your carnal stuff. He's not wasting a demon to come after something that he already got better than you. You running around here like a peacock. Talking about the devil don't like me because I'm cute. The devil got more cute queens. Come on, y'all ain't saying nothing. Where we get the devil is ugly. Well, they don't like it because I got this, and I was able to write this. The devil ain't studying your books. He's not thinking about your building you built. What's this now? The devil ain't studying what you built materially. He wanna know what did you build spiritually. That's what he's coming for. Y'all ain't hearing me up in here. Whose life did you just pick up? Come on. Whose heart did you just restore? It was all right as long as you over here operating in your flesh. But the moment lives begin to get changed, the devil said, oh, we gotta shut them down now. It's all right, I don't care about your, the devil doesn't care if your church grows. The devil will come to your church, preach at your conference, usher at your door, and work your altar as long as the power of God is not there. Oh, somebody up in here, he will sow seeds in your ministry, but the moment the power of God shows up and lives will begin to change, now they ain't all that, and then they'll start calling you a witch where they was with you. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Now you suddenly become a witch when people start getting saved. Come on, somebody up in here. But as long as you were walking around proper line and doing all that other stuff, come on, now they high-fived you and called you the girl. You hit, honey. Here's Paul preaching the gospel. Let me show you when you're getting ready to get kicked out on your head. The Bible says Paul began to preach the gospel. People begin to hear. And the more they heard, the more they begin to change. Let me tell you when the devil's coming after you. But people begin to change because of what you do. When the words that's coming out of your mouth, when the love that's coming out of your heart, come on now, when the joy, when your testimony, come on, nobody ain't studying what you telling people so that you can pump yourself up to look popular. But the moment your testimony begin to change lives, when people begin to say and grab a hold to hope, because they can look at you and see. This is why that we missed the story of Lazarus. We really missed. All we talk about Lazarus in the 11th chapter is when Jesus called him out of the tomb. But you need to go on to that next chapter, that when he came out of the tomb, the Bible said that Jesus would sit at the table eating. Mary and Martha had cooked some food, and Jesus will sit at the table, and Lazarus will sit at the table. And the Bible said one group came to see Jesus, and the other one said, I came to see Lazarus. Y'all ain't saying nothing. See, when you know the devil is coming after you, when people show up not just to see your pastor, but to see you, y'all ain't saying nothing. Come to see the ex-whoremonger. Y'all ain't saying come to see the ex-drug dealer. I came to see, y'all ain't saying nothing. I came to see the one that used to get back in the club with me, and now they on there praying and worshiping God. I came to see her. The devil didn't like talking. Watch this now. The enemy hated Paul. Why? Because Paul was one of his chief sinners. See, let me tell you, this is why I don't understand these people. But these are sorry testimonies. These are pitiful testimonies. Talking about how what they used to do before they got saved, how bad it was. And now we gotta beg you to worship God. We can't get you to do nothing. Oh no, don't tell me that you carry a razor blade under your tongue and you can't even cast off a headache. No. I'm looking for them saints that didn't need no whole road to ride out with them. Come on, somebody. I'm looking for them ex-sinners. You didn't need the whole neighborhood to ride out with you, to choke a demon that had bothered you. Come on, somebody. You was on them like, come on, y'all. I wish I had somebody right there. You was on them and choking them before you even realized that you had done choked the wrong one. Come on, somebody up in here. Because that God didn't change. God didn't change Paul's nature. He only sanctified it. That's the reason why Paul didn't need the whole disciples to agree with him. Come on, son. Paul said, look, I didn't need y'all to ride out with me to kill Christians. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I was killing people when y'all was over there scared of the devil. Come on now. And so you think I'm scared now? This is why I don't need a whole lot of people to ride out with me. This is why when they say we're 2 or 3, touch and agree that he's in the midst, sometimes my 2 or 3 is me, myself, and I. Y'all ain't saying nothing up in here. And I let me, myself, and I touch and agree that Jesus get in the midst. Why? Because by the time I get you to get on the same page, the devil could have done destroyed the whole house. I'm almost done. Give me 10 minutes. Watch this. Watch this. I was preaching the gospel. Word got out. Let me tell you something. If the word hadn't gotten out about your anointing, you are not anointed. Did you hear what I just said? If the word, if demons are not out saying, that's the real one right there. That one never real. That one never real. And so now the devil say, what we gonna do about it? Well, I'm gonna try somebody on this side. See, we gotta understand about Daniel. When they got ready to take Daniel out, they looked for some dirt on Daniel. They said, let's see if we can find any dirt on him. Surely he got some dirt on him. He can't be that good. He got to have somewhere he gonna lie. He got a woman somewhere. So he doing something. He's stealing on the money somehow. But the Bible said when they kept searching and they couldn't find anything wrong he was doing, so then they said, well, we got to take him out with what he's doing right. Y'all ain't saying nothing. So then they had to pass a decree. They said, this boy is a prayer warrior. So now what we going to do? We can't take him out with lying. We can't take him out with cheating. So now we going to take him out with prayer. Y'all ain't saying nothing. So now we going to come up with a decree. Y'all ain't saying, whoever pray, y'all ain't saying nothing. We going to lock him up. See, when the devil can't get you to sin, y'all ain't saying nothing. He coming after you for what you doing right. Come on now. Come on, somebody up in here. When the enemy can't get you to get a boyfriend, when the enemy can't get you to sin, when he can't get you to cuss, y'all ain't saying nothing. The devil know I've been graduated from that foolishness years ago. So he don't bring no man to me. I don't care if he's naked as a jaybird. I graduated. Come on, somebody up in here. He can't get me to cuss. God has sanctified my mouth. I graduated. He can't get me to steal tithes. Come on, somebody. I ain't stole church money, but one time I graduated. Come on, somebody up in here. But what he does do, he get me distracted. Get me distracted with hitting my kids. He hits me where what I love. So now I'm over here concerned about why the devil bother my children. So he said, okay, I ain't got to make a sin. If I can just keep her distracted, she won't go over here and preach. If I can keep her hurt over here. See, the enemy will always fight your purpose with pain. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Because if he can get you full of pain, you will never be full of passion. Come on now. So he gets you surrounded and suppressed with pain so that you won't rise up with passion and walk in your purpose. You're going to have to learn in this season, honey, I'm going to do it in pain. Come on, somebody. You ain't going to be able to tell if I'm still going through, if I'm on the other side of it, or if I'm still in the middle. Why? Because I'm still going to preach. I'm still going to sing. I'm still going to sow tithe. You can't tell if I got the job or if I've been laid off 6 months. Why? Because I'm still going to sow a seed. Come on now. Let me end this sermon. Here, Paul preaching the gospel. The word got out. He said, what are we going to do about it? So then they got together and they took him and they stoned him. Let me tell you what the enemy is trying to do to you this last season. He threw everything at you to hit your heart hard enough that it would literally take the breath out of your praise. And this is what I said. I've been preaching the ER experience, and what the Lord showed me was, he said, daughter, you keep hollering at the people. You keep hollering at the people, telling them, somebody open up your mouth and give him praise. Open up your mouth and tell him yes. He said, you keep hollering at them and trying to get them to worship me and keep trying to get them to praise me. He said, but then I don't need, the people that's coming right now don't need a preacher. They need a physician. Y'all ain't saying nothing. He said, because by the time folk come to church, he said they have been paralyzed with pain. Watch this now. And he said the devil has hit them so hard and they are suffering with so much pain. Watch this now. He said it has sucked the life out of them. And watch what he said. He said, and they have lost the wind. They have lost the air to even breathe. Watch it now. And he said, if there is no pulse, if there's no pulse in their spirit, there can be no praise. He said, so you got to speak life into them first so that they can even hear what you are trying to say. Come on, this is why I don't understand why we do altar call after the word. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Sometimes the only way people gonna hear the word, you got to hear them before the word. Y'all ain't saying nothing right there. Here, 5 minutes. Paul preaching. While he's preaching, he said, we got to stop him. Too many people getting free. Too many people getting healed. We coming after him. And so the Bible said they stoned him. Now watch this. So when they stoned him, the Bible said they drug him out of the city, believing he was dead. Now let me tell you the biggest problem the enemy made in your last season. The biggest problem the enemy made is taking you out or throwing you out while you were still breathing. You missed what I just said. See, he thought you was dead, but the mistake that he made is to let you look dead, but you were still breathing. See, just because I may not have been running around the church, I still had power. Just because I may have to cry, y'all ain't saying nothing. Because I was wounded, because I was battered. Don't mistake my being battered for being shattered. And so though I had to cry sometime, I still knew how to pray. Come on now. And so they drove Paul out of the city, and they believed he was dead. 5 minutes and I'm done. They believed that he was dead. But let me tell you why many believers, anointed vessels today, have not stood up, have not mounted their assignment with power and with passion, is because of those that God has sent around them. Okay? You blaming the prophet for falling. Okay, I'm getting ready to say something right now. You blaming the apostle. You're blaming the evangelist. You're blaming the church people for falling. But let me help you with something today. If they fall, blame it on the people that was around them to keep them standing. Oh, you. Okay, that y'all okay. You didn't hear a word that I just said right there. Why? Because God will never call somebody to something great until he has anointed somebody to stand to make sure greatness don't fall. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Why do you think God gave Jesus, Mary, and Martha for 30 years? Y'all ain't saying nothing. Jesus was born the Savior of the world. He was born the King of Kings. He was born already anointed to die on the cross. But though he was born to do it, he wasn't ready to do it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. God gave him Mary and Martha to instruct him, to guide him. That's the reason why when at his age 12, he found himself in the temple. Hold up, baby. At age 12, when he found himself in the temple, Mary said, if you don't get yourself up out of this temple and get yourself onto this house, he was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, why aren't you happy I'm in the temple teaching? But Mary said, in other words, although you are anointed to teach, it ain't your time to teach. See, some people you let go too early. Oh, y'all ain't saying. We let them go before they got purified. They were anointed, but they wasn't ready. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Come on now. They were called, but they still had a lust demon. Watch this. And I'm done. Battered, but not shattered. They drove Paul out. They stoned him. See, if in this season, if you hadn't been lied on, if you hadn't been criticized, if you hadn't been rejected and kicked to the curb, if you haven't been thrown out of some stuff and you still trying to figure out how you got locked out, I ain't here to talk to you tonight. But I'm talking to those that still puzzled why your best friend up and abandoned you. Why did the church throw you out? I'm talking to you tonight. Now watch this, and I'm done. Paul, laying out there. They thought he was dead. He laying out there. Now watch this. I'm going to show you the only revelation I'm going to give you tonight. The only revelation, only point of revelation I got. The rest of it was just common sense. This is the revelation. One revelation. Paul laying out there like he's dead. Watch it now. Because for years I wanted to understand this. And while Paul laying out there dead, people done threw him out, so they thought they killed him. They thought they silenced him. They thought they got rid of him. But what they didn't know was, watch this now, that God didn't just anoint Paul. He anointed some people with him. And the Bible says they stood around Paul. I don't know what he was saying, what they were saying to Paul. But let me tell you the difference between the church. The church, on the other hand, and many of us, we don't know how to, there's a difference between standing around and stood around. Okay, let me try this. Somebody listen. Many of us are standing around looking. I told y'all it wasn't going to be long till they fail. I told y'all. So we got a lot of people standing around us. But it's different to be somebody that stood around. Stood around me. I'm able to watch you go through your worst. And I'm going to be still here. Y'all ain't saying nothing. When you get your mind back, y'all ain't saying nothing. I ain't running off and leaving you because everybody else left you. I know you slapped out of your mind right now. I know you doing things that are out of your character. But I'm praying right now. I'm going to, oh, come on somebody. I'm on guard around you. I'm telling the devil you're not going to destroy them. I know know they're crazy right now and out of their mind. I know they're talking like giving up. But devil, I came to watch this now. The people, what Paul wasn't praying, he was unconscious. But where are the people when the prophets are unconscious? Where are the intercessors when the preacher is wounded? Y'all ain't saying nothing. Where are the intercessors? The intercessors when the preacher is wounded, they standing around talking about, can you give me a word? I need a word from the Lord. But where are the intercessors when the prophet is wounded? Where are the intercessors that can say, this ain't the day for me to get in no prayer line and ask the prophet for nothing? But I see the prophet is wounded. I see the prophet is battered. I see the prophet is going through an attack. So watch what we're going to do. When is the last time that you heard of a noonday prayer for the people of God? No, you're going to get a noonday prayer for your car, your house, your job. But this intercession, watch this now. They stood around Paul. They weren't just standing there. Is he dead? Yeah, it's over because I heard what happened. Get all on Facebook to see if we check and see if the news is true. This is why people don't call me with mess. People know, I don't even care if it is true. People know don't call me. I don't care if he did get caught cheating and it's on camera. People know don't call me. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pray. Come on, somebody. Why? Because he's temporarily, watch this now, being stoned. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Why? Because the devil only attacks those that got an assignment on their life. How is it that you've been cheating 20 years and they never got caught? Come on, sit down. But Pam, the one that is anointed, do something crazy, they gon' get caught. Y'all ain't saying nothing. But when somebody around you that understand the assignment on you, y'all ain't saying nothing. Come on, women of God. Let me see if y'all got any discernment. Come on. Come here, sweetheart. Let's do it up here. Can I move this back just a second? Y'all move that back just a second. Yeah, let's move this back. Watch this now. Let me see if y'all got any discernment. Get right there in the center. Now, we done heard the news. Y'all get in the circle. I'm going to see if y'all got any discernment. Now, we done heard the news that she got caught cheating in an affair. Now, we heard the news. But we know the anointing is on her. Y'all hearing me? We know that God has a call on her life. So rather than us coming against what we heard, putting our mouth on what we heard, we realize that this is bigger than what's going on right now. We realize that there's an anointing on her life right now. We realize, watch this now. So, woman of God, we getting in a circle. We ain't praying for her. They didn't pray for Paul. They prayed against what was attacking Paul. Y'all ain't saying nothing on me. So the problem with the church is, you want to pray for me, but you don't want to pray for what's attacking me. All hands. We praying against what's trying to get to Paul. Y'all ain't saying nothing. We telling the devil, you will not kill him. You will not destroy him. I know your plot. I know your desire. But Satan, the Lord, rebuke you. Why? Because the hand of the Lord is on her life. We gonna stand as midwives. We gonna stand as angels. We gonna stand on watch. We gonna stand guard. Y'all ain't saying nothing. We coming against the gates of hell. Why? And while we're praying against the demonic forces, all of a sudden, Paul got up. You didn't hear what I said. While they were interceding and coming against the devil, Paul got back up. Watch this. And I'm done. Paul got up. Watch this. Now watch this. Battered. This is the difference between the people that's battered and shattered. Paul get up. I don't know why Paul did this, because I don't know if I would have done this. Paul get up. And see, the problem with the church is, watch this now. Let me show you the problem with the church. You don't intercede until I get up. You intercede until I'm encouraged. You intercede until I start feeling better. You intercede until I stop screaming. But I need you to intercede until I get back up. I need you to intercede until I say I can point. Last point and I'm done. I've been done for about 20 minutes. Watch this. Paul got up. This is where I don't understand Paul, and I think he's a little crazy. Paul said, let's go right back in the city that just stoned me. See, when you are battered but not shattered, you can go back into the same place that broke your spirit and act like you never got broke. When you've been shattered, when you've been battered and not shattered, you can love the people that just destroyed you. You didn't hear what I just said. When you've been battered but not shattered, I can love you again. I can help you again. I can pray for you again. Why? Because I understand this was a spiritual attack. It was personal. Why? Thank you, ladies. I'm done. Listen, I don't know who I came to talk to tonight. But watch this. You'll stand on your feet. Give me 2 minutes. This message came from the other day. Last week I ministered in Canada. Powerful conference. Probably one of the most powerful, anointed, flowing conferences that I've been in years. Second service I wasn't even able to preach. Power of God just fell prophetically. So I came back home. I've been on the road like 5 days. I came back home. Y'all know, woman of God just told you I do my little bling shirts. And so before I left, I had ordered some beads because I had a major project to do when I got back. And so I came home late, walked, and they always put the packages right there at the front door on the inside. My husband always makes sure to get there. So I come in and I walk past my little post where my packages are. And I saw this box sitting on the counter. I said this to myself out loud because I talk to myself. It's okay as long as you don't answer. And I said to myself out loud, what happened to this box? I said, what in the world happened to this box? All the time I've been ordering beads. UPS always, my box is all crisp and neat and nice. This box was bent in on one end so bad, the other end was like real, it was like somebody kicked it or something. And so I'm just talking, and I went and looked at the box, and I said, you've been through. You better hear me now. I said, they didn't handle you well. Y'all didn't hear what I said. I'm just talking to the box. I said, you look a mess. Talking to the box. Not knowing that God was getting ready to speak to me. Watch what he said. He said, daughter, you're looking at the outside. And because of what you see on the outside, you're failing to understand one thing. Watch this. He said, though it been through a hard process to get here, it still arrived at its destination. Y'all didn't hear what I said. It's still here. Out of all that it's been through, it's still here. And I'm standing there and I'm getting all worked up in my spirit. And I'm getting ready to pray for you. But that ain't even the kicker. He said, yes, watch this now. The box been dropped. The box has been battered. But it still made it. Now watch this. Watch what he said. He said, won't you open the box? I opened up the box. Watch what he said. Though it was battered on the outside, it did no damage on the inside. I want to